guys. So I put out that reading on Putin and Alaska, or, you know, the Arctic territories there in the ocean, and him wanting to sort of inch his way in and cause problems and upset people. He loves to do that. And Tina Marie asked, a viewer asked, did Trump promise this territory or to Putin? And my initial feeling in the read was, so there was this tower card down here, and I'm like, I only felt Trump in this tower area, I called him like Putin's agent of chaos down here. And then Putin just felt like he was the whole rest of the read. So I'm a little like tripped out because I decided to ask the pendulum just straight up. Did Trump promise some Arctic territory to Putin? I got a yes. And I kept asking in all these different ways, and I keep getting a yes. And that's wild to me, because I would have thought if Trump did do something like that, that he would have been tricked by Putin. He wouldn't have really known what he was saying. Or he would just be too stupid to understand. Maybe he'd be like, oh, sure, you can have a couple miles or something. But to think that he would have promised, I mean, that's crazy. So I thought, let's just ask the cards. Okay. First of all, I'm glad I read that first because I know that it all turns out okay, because this read is totally freaking me out. I do remember in my other read, I had the Ace of Swords and the King of Wands right here, and I did feel like someone knows something. There's something big to know, and that it's known by a military guy. And now I'm starting to think that might be Dan Coates. And if you know, in this Woodward book, Dan Coates is quoted as saying he thinks Trump was somehow owned by, like, working for Putin and all this stuff. And then this idea that the military might be working with others right now to take Trump out. And this could be why, a big part of why, this Alaska stuff. It's almost like I just didn't believe it could be that bad. But now I'm like, yeah, I think it is that bad. And this is freaking me out. Like, just straight up. So I think, okay, so this Queen of Pentacles I've actually gotten for Trump in how Putin sees him, okay? It's almost like a partnership, I don't personally think, that a queen is like beneath a king, but in that traditional way of thinking that Putin thinks, very macho way of thinking, that Trump is his he's like a partner, but like a lesser partner, okay? That's the Queen of Pentacles. That is Trump to Putin. He is a lesser partner in this deal. Knight of Wands, yeah, I'm going to do this for you. I got you, Bob. I'm going to do this for you. And this what really freaked me out. First of all, you're going to see a lot of the cards from the last read in this read, including these two. I think Trump is one of the three. In my last read, I said, I think there are three. And then I got this band of oligarchs. I think Trump wants to be an oligarch with our oil, and he's doing it with him in some degree. Like that this card is here. He's one of the three. Here at the surface, this was in my last read as Putin's, this was in my last read right here. So this was like Putin is one of three. Now it's down here in Trump's read. My God, his secret, what's beneath the surface of all his behavior, oh my God, I'm so freaked out, is that he is one of them. Oh my God. This was in my read here for Putin as Putin's Six of Cups being this nostalgia. For Putin, it is a fantasy of the great Russian past, which included Alaska, okay? And it's here in Trump's read, right here, which tells me that Trump just hears the story and he believes it 100%. Trump just you do hear him repeat propaganda. It's so hard to tell. How much does he believe? Does he believe in these shadow people, like getting on airplanes and controlling Biden? Or is he just I always just think he knows that's a lie. He just knows it works. I don't know now, because it seems to me that he believes what Putin told him, or at least he's choosing to believe it so that he can go in and be an oligarch. Oh my God. So this Three of Pentacles right here. This would be a well-crafted plan. So that also just sort of answers a question for me. And the three again, ugh, the well-crafted plan. And I have the Empress here. I would say, you know, the well-crafted plan, yes, to take America, to take this land. I mean, I see down here, it's very Alaska looking, I'll tell you that. You know, this is a strong, powerful, and positive card. He's not gonna take Alaska, but this does have me, I don't know, it does have me nervous. Like, I just feel like maybe something's gonna happen that is gonna make us all nervous. And I'm like feeling it in my head right now. And in a lot of this read, like my head gets really hot. Like I just feel like there's energy around this. This might just freak us out. Something might come up. Oh, this might be some more airplanes, some coming into our airspace. And I do know, by the way, that it's not just America. There's like Canada and Norway. Like there are other countries that could feel infringed upon, but you know, hey, it's Trump that he owns, right? So, and Trump wants a piece of it. Oh, and this could also be, so Trump has, you know, opened up a lot of land and Arctic. I mean, he's just going all out to give away anyone who wants to drill oil in Alaska or the Arctic. This has been something that he has systematically done, opened up that land. And this is how I think he plans on doing it, and I'll explain. Or how he planned on doing it. Well, actually, I'll tell you since we're on it right now. So in this hopes and fears position, this 8, yeah, I'm getting such heat in my head. So this 8 of Pentacles, upside down. When Putin, this was in the Steele dossier, and actually it's just known. When Trump became president, within days, Putin sold off 20% of the Russian oil company called Rosneft, Rosneft. I can't really remember if Christopher Steele actually said that involved any kind of payment to Trump, but it's a mystery. There's a mystery as to who bought that company. Who got it? Who did he give over 20% of the Russian oil company to? Is somehow this, but anyway, this card tells me there's some upside down deal, right? Hidden, like we can't really see the deal. This 8 of Pentacles, you can see the little deal being written up. Is that company part of Trump's way that he would somehow be one of the oligarchs? Do you know what I'm saying? He owns part of that company, so if Putin gets the oil, then Trump becomes oligarch rich. But I also I'm certain that nobody's giving contracts away, right? To a foreign company to drill in Alaska, right? We don't do that, do we? So anyway, there's something crooked and upside down here that I think involves the like excavating. Is that a word that goes along with trying to find places to drill for oil? Because I'm getting that in my head. Excavation contract, an excavation contract. Anyway, is there some sort of messing with different companies so that whoever gets the contracts in Alaska, can you get a 1,000-year contract for a company that like is secretly owned by Trump or secretly owned by the oligarch team here? And it's gonna just, I don't know. I mean, Alaska has to have a lot of sovereignty in these contracts too. I have no idea how this stuff would work. But I'm just like feeling like Trump is one of these oligarch wannabes, like literally. And he's like, sure, I'll do your bidding. Let's do this. All he cares about is money. This is insanity. He somehow would find a way to justify it. Because I don't think he sees himself as Putin sees himself, he likes evil plans. Trump just sees himself as everything's like a fair opportunity. And he glorifies that kind of thing. These world leaders, my head is like on fire right now with this. Like world leaders who just take, he has like a king complex, obviously. And he just thinks it's smart business. Remember when he thought, why didn't those soldiers take more oil or whatever? Like he just thinks, take oil where you see it. This is a business opportunity. Yeah, we'll just call it something else. No one will know. And we'll just take we'll just take. Wild. I mean, this is just my read. I don't know. This is just what I'm getting. I'm just going to share it. I mean, you can see I'm like practically shaking. Like this stuff is so crazy. The sun with the 3 of Wands. This in my last read was Putin is going to stay on his side and look, okay? But this was me reading on Trump. Okay, yes, I know what this is. Trump knows. This was my question. Trump knows that Putin wants to take from the Arctic, from Alaska. Trump knows. That's the answer here. And then, like I said, some crooked deal with a contract, a company to make money, for Trump to make money from this. It just makes me so sick. So I sat here for a while going, what is this Knight of Pentacles? Okay. There is a piece of information, a piece of evidence involving money. I think it's probably like a piece of a bank statement, a piece of, I don't know if it would be in the tax returns. My God. This is the evidence, probably from like Deutsche Bank or something. It's a small piece of evidence, but it's enough. It's there. I think you know what I got from this? Okay, first of all, this is, okay. So I got this, and then I looked at the bottom of the deck like I do to see if there's anything interesting there. And I saw this death card. So whatever this piece of evidence, it's the death of this, it's the death of Trump. And to be honest, I already think Trump has seen this. Trump knows, okay, it's the end, it's, yeah, justice. So whoever has this is on the side of justice. Oh, and this is my Nancy card. So I think that Nancy knows, okay? I think she's got him trapped. And this like ties into, so, you know, like Marie's read and others reading on this now. This being this was in my last read, as Putin's hopes and fears were like, so they know like about the oil, the crooked oil deal, the aspirations. And this Knight of Swords was in my last read, as there will be some charging at these ships, I think. I think that they will charge at these ships and take Putin down, this 3 of Swords. As if they need to. This will happen. This could also be charging it. Oh man, there's so much charging. And you know I could keep going and going, but strength, this is patience. Doing everything at the right time. They have what they need, but so just like be patient, and we'll hold that ground. So don't worry about that. Then getting additional cards on this. I feel that if they haven't already told Trump that we know this, they will be. Trump either didn't want to hear it or doesn't want to hear it, this 4 of Cups. He's not interested in whatever they're offering. I think, and this also ties in with Marie's Table's dream and her additional thoughts on the dream. And Truth Warrior, he doesn't want to go out the way they want him to go out. He's a fool. He's going to stay, I think. I think he's going to stay and think that he can weather this storm. This is like, yeah, this is the storm that's coming. So this piece of evidence, he doesn't care. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to stick around and be insane and just call it fake news. Call it more of the attacks. He's just going to try to get away with something. This moon, yeah, so this moon just signifying that this piece of evidence, this is just a secret deal done in secret, done in the dark. His dark deeds coming out. So we'll see it. And then this I found very interesting because I'll show you that all of these cards, okay, so then after I flipped the other cards, I saw this Ace of Wands. This Ace of Wands often makes me just feel very like we're being watched over, okay? And I feel that very much here, like that Dan Coates, the military, they're looking over everything. It's all being looked over, so don't worry. And then I found it so interesting because the next like 10 cards, I mean, almost all of them were in my last read. Obviously, I did not shuffle enough, but it still is interesting that this is what landed right here. Like they're all right there because I obviously have shuffled quite a bit. It could have opened up anywhere. So this gives me the comfort, this 7 of Wands, that sort of triumph, holding one's ground, and this 4 of Wands being the 2020 election. They are going to make sure that it is not taken from Biden and Harris, and I'm not saying they're trying to cheat for Biden and Harris, but that they want to they want to make sure that that's who comes in. And they want to do it by releasing some of this information, this Ace of Pentacles. And just, I mean, I won't keep going on this. It's just a lot of this stuff. The understanding of what's going on, that this was also in the Putin plan up here, like the plan, their plan. King of Wands and Ace of Swords. I was saying that these were right here. That's that military energy. They know, they have the information. This is going to calmer waters. You know, this is the ending for the Emperor. I got those two together also last time. The systems of right and wrong are going to stand strong, and, you know, there will be judgment. They will let us know. We're going to hear about it. Because, why? Because Trump's choosing to be the fool and try to get through this. But it's not going to work, and Putin's not going to get our land. I got a lot of that really positive outcome energy in my last read. This read, I'm getting a lot of the like dread, like a lot actually of like the dreadful, maybe truth energy. It just like fills me with basically as much as you think you know, like I just think it's going to be very gutturally painful and disconcerting or disorienting if we really learn that some of these dirty deals involved him actually being more of a partner with Putin, literally, and maybe a third country. Maybe it's Saudi Arabia, not China. Yeah, I bet there's a third country like a Saudi Arabia. I mean, they seem to be really chummy, don't they? Like to be the oligarchs. Just crazy. Just devastating. So that's my read on that. Thank you, Tina, for asking that specific question. And I'm glad I read on this because that's a huge chunk of the story. The outcome will be fine. Positive even. I was in such a good mood on that last read at the end. So go to that if you need to feel better about this. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you had any thoughts or impressions. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.